go. Sipping ASMR by Harrison. Hello, everyone.
Hope that catches.
And welcome. This is episode 45 of the NgoVo Convo podcast, where two stupids make a right. Hype.
It's hype.
Hype, right.
It's hype.
It's everything.
Not me, just
everything. I am one of your hosts, Veronica Bo, and I'm joined by Harrison No. He's right over there. Swinging this way.
And Veronica's over there?
I feel like we're in the wrong direction.
In our usual spots.
Yeah. If you're new here, we both just want an excuse to talk about anything that ranges from anime to comics. Some would say conversing, like NgoVo Convo.
NgoVo Convo.
You beat me to it.
You
can watch. I know. You can watch every episode on youtube.com or listen to it as a podcast by searching NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice. We're on like 11 platforms. We're on Amazon now. Amazon Music. That's our newest one.
I forget.
Yeah.
It's so hard to keep up now.
I know. But in this episode, we are going to be talking about what, Harrison?
Peacemaker.
Season 1.
Because it's confirmed season 2?
Yeah, confirmed season 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, if you haven't finished the series or the last episode, cough cough, come back to us in a day or two after you've watched it. Make sure to like this video, put another tab open for HBO Max, and finish the episode. But also, Harrison, I think one of our friends, the friend that is never caught up on anything,
it's actually not caught up on this one.
Is actually not caught up on this one.
It's like a hit or miss at this point.
Yeah, honestly.
He used to be consistently
good at watching.
Well, okay, yeah, no, he used to be good at watching things, yeah.
Yeah, and good at watching
and then
things.
He claims he has a life.
It's fine. It's fine. And, by the way, we are sponsored by Anchor, which we'll get into later. But Harrison, non-spoiler thoughts, because I know you watched this after each episode, or after the series ended, live.
Yeah.
But yeah, non-spoiler thoughts. 3, 2, 1, go! Guns up.
It was the most unexpected thing that I thought I loved this show so much. And heads up, I love stupid humor. Like, I'll watch I laugh so I will rewatch Harold and Kumar and all that kind of stuff. Like that.
Oh, those are classics.
Yeah, those are like that stupid shit. Like, it's too bad and all that stuff. This is like as if DC just went in that direction and just like took off, and it just James Gunn did, like, he got the vibe going, and I was like, this is so good. I love this show so much. I think it was such a... it's great. Initially, I was just like, oh, they're just cracking... Because it's kind of like the same vibe as a Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad.
Yeah, the Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad.
Yeah. No, because James Gunn did that one too, right? I'm not crazy?
Yeah, he did that one.
Yeah.
He did that one.
So it's the same vibe from that, because it just continues from that.
It was like a continuation of the Suicide Squad, but for Peacemaker.
Yeah. Because
if you didn't watch the end credit of the Suicide Squad, it leads into the series, basically.
Spoiler alert for non-spoiler.
Well, I mean, the Suicide Squad's been out for a long time, so.
Yeah, that's true.
We did an episode on it. So
overall, I loved it a lot. It was really fun. Can't wait to talk more details.
About it.
But what about you, Veronica?
I sort of like stupid humor. It really depends on the show. Like, Deadpool's stupid humor's my kind of vibe. As you're wearing a Deadpool shirt. Deadpool, yeah.
I was like, wait, I don't think it's unfair.
Yeah. So, I didn't expect this to be that good. I don't know why.
Oh, no, I didn't either.
It was John Cena, and John Cena's like a hit or miss in a lot of things for me. Like Fast and Furious 9, I watched that. It was a miss. He's in other, I don't even know. He's in other
He's in
weird,
other
like
stuff.
smaller, like
Yeah.
movies, not like a big range, like like DC.
It's definitely been like in the past few years where he started doing more movie stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's just interesting. I'm like, all
yeah,
right,
it
cool.
is. Yeah, I watched this weekly, and then Harrison watched
you
this, yeah, in like bulk. So we
And-
might have like two different perspectives.
Actually,
kind
that's
of
really good because I
watching.
did technically watch it at like the end. Like I watched it. I binged
At,
it
like,
when the last episode
Before
the last episode came out.
Yeah.
And then I finished it by the time it did.
Yeah. So I just had no expectations coming into this because I didn't expect John Cena to be this good.
Yeah, because it was like, I think the last movie, it was like, okay, it has like a bigger supporting cast.
Yeah. And I wasn't too sure how Peacemaker would be on his own,
Mm-hmm.
After the credit scene and everything.
Right.
So so that's how I felt. But it surprised me and turned out to be really good. And I loved it. I laughed at almost like everything. It was great.
Same. I was like, this is great.
It was great. But
Fantastic.
if you're ready for spoilers, we can get into it. Spoilers.
I'm ready. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
I like how we didn't even like say anything for the listeners. We just waved.
I know,
hands,
we just
like, at the
wave
same
our
time
hands.
at this
Okay,
point.
spoilers. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Harrison, how'd you feel about John Cena?
The show is essentially can be summarized by like the opening dance number. I'm not like I should have just said that. I'm like,
yeah, you should have just said that.
Well, I think it's also I didn't want to say. No, it was funny because like I was talking about my friends like when they first watched, they were watching it consistently. I wasn't, and they're like, "Whoa!"
I know everyone told you to watch it.
I blame Lost Ark. Okay, that's why. I really. Yeah.
But you have a second screen, so you had no excuse. You could have just.
I feel like at least with okay, this is one of those shows I'm like, I think I had to at least somewhat pay attention to, and I'm glad I did because there were times when I would just sit there and I would just watch it. I'm like, this is hilarious. But no, the title, like the whole that opening, the first time I saw it, one of my friends that he was like, dude, just watch this. This essentially kind of
tells the story.
Summarizes Peacemaker without even saying anything. Like just them doing the dances and everything. I was like, this is beautiful. This is great.
We love Eagly.
Eagly's the best. Eagly's the bro.
The best CGI bird that I've ever seen.
Do you have a favorite character?
I really liked Judo Master. Just because one, he kept eating Cheetos or hot Cheetos, and those are my favorite chips.
Gunn described them as quote unquote a dick that loves Cheetos.
Yeah. So yeah, Judo Master's up there. Vigilante's up there for me. I didn't think he would be so hot without the mask. They took it off and I was like, wait a minute. Why are you like this?
Hold up.
Hold up. Do you have a favorite character?
It's Vigilante. Vigilante's my absolute. And it's funny because I'm wearing like the Deadpool shirt and he gave off Deadpool vibes.
Deadpool vibes? Time. Yeah.
Like legit. Like, but here's the thing. Like, I didn't even, like, me watching it, like, halfway, I didn't even notice this. But I didn't put two and two together, like, how Vigilante, like, Adrian Chase was Vigilante, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like, you did CW, not.
I didn't put two and two. I just, like, Adrian Chase, okay, cool. I don't know why that's ringing a bell. Like, some bell, like, 10 steps ahead or some shit.
But Arrow.
But, yeah, and then one person, like, I was talking to said friend, I was talking about the title card. He's like, man, it's so weird watching this. Because you, like, Arrow has Adrian Chase where he's like this calculated like mastermind who's the meme 10 steps ahead always, and then you go to this guy and he's like he's just like a legit psychopath.
He's a funny psychopath
or a sociopath. Yeah, it's so weird. It's just
but
so
which
funny.
Adrian Chase is hotter? That is the question. We should put like edit in like both photos. Which one's hotter?
Yeah, like...
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, he's my...
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say he's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Every scene he was in.
You know, a Vigilante, the actor, he's British.
What?
Yeah.
Really? What?
Yeah, he's British. He's a
What
Brit.
else is he in?
He's a Brit guy. I don't remember what else he's in, but he's been in a few movies, like well-known movies.
He was in Harry Potter.
Oh, I did not know that.
A Gryffindor student. 1 year above Harry. Oh, okay. So
just an extra.
Yeah. Cinderella wants. Yeah, he's.
So did you have? Yeah, did you have a moment in this series where you knew it was going to take a turn, like a serious turn?
What do you mean by that?
Like, I feel like the first maybe 3 to 4 episodes, it was kind of setting up.
Oh,
Peacemaker,
like when the plot actually
kicks in, yeah.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was split up like half and half because I think the second half is like when I thought it was good or it got better because it started focusing in on everything. While like the first one was like just kind of alluding to things.
Yeah.
And just kind of showcasing.
It was more funny. The first half was more funny.
Yeah. Even though I think it was funny all around because there were still moments where it was like, what's happening?
Oh yeah, all around it's funny, but
no, I think plot wise and everything being somewhat serious and that it's actually focused in was like the second half of the show, I would say.
Oh no, I totally agree. How do you feel about Peacemaker now that you've seen a glimpse of him?
I want more of this show.
You want more?
I wanted more of this show. And can I just hold on? Okay, I didn't expect the daughter, the Leota Adebayo, to be Amanda Waller's like daughter.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I was so left field, and did they even allude to that in the trailers? I don't think I paid it.
No, they didn't.
I didn't pay attention.
I don't think they did.
Or that was just a twist.
I think it was just a twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But what I did like about the show was it juggled it. The character interactions felt pretty good, and like it didn't feel ever.
They used everyone.
They used everyone well, and I think that's the big thing. They used everyone in that, like, it wasn't just like.
It wasn't like just like Vigilante and Peacemaker.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like a good comparison, but yeah, it didn't just feel like it was those two entities or side characters. Like they all have like their moments, and for a comedy-esque show, that's usually kind of weird.
It is,
I guess.
With a serious plot tone.
Yeah,
like there's some serious writing.
There's like some other stuff, but it was just like really funny. I think overall, it was just each character was just really funny.
And they had their own part too.
Or it was like either really funny or just really effed up. Like what?
Oh no,
like, what's this?
I think halfway through the series, I started to realize that the writing was super serious.
Mm-hmm.
Like how effed up Peacemaker and his dad's relationship is.
Yes.
Like
once they start delving into that, like the whole like the white dragon, like the
his
like
whole
the
gang,
white supremacy and all that stuff, and like they overlay it with all this dumb humor. But you're right. When you start going to his backstory, it's really kind of fucked up.
Yeah, and how Peacemaker struggles to be a killer and a hero, because technically he's known to be a killer.
Yeah, he's known to be a killer. Especially off the bat because of his record now. He's like, oh, but I do it for... What was his tagline? He had like a tagline.
He did have a tagline. I don't remember it.
Oh my gosh. I can't remember. It was such a long one too, but it was like essentially like he'll uphold peace, whatever it takes, even if he has to kill women. What was it?
Oh yeah, women, kids, and like children or something.
I forgot that line. Like that. But then like it's such like a good arc. We're jumping around, but essentially, like throughout the show, it shows that he's at odds with like that statement. Essentially, like his like
facade.
Persona, his facade, like the persona he outputs to everyone, but deep down, I was like, wait, I didn't expect this kind of level of like
writing and
deep and writing.
Yeah. And you see his struggle too.
Yeah,
like he wants to be a hero, he just doesn't know how to be a hero.
Yeah,
I think that was really good.
And Robert Patrick, is that the actor, right? He did a really good job in making me like hate the dad so much.
Oh yeah.
Like
they worked together once before.
Yes,
a long time ago.
Yeah.
And they had like a father-son relationship in the other movie too.
Oh, really?
Which I thought was really funny.
Because I know he's been in a lot of he's
been in a lot of movies.
He's been in so much stuff.
Yeah.
Because
he's usually like the villain.
Yeah.
Too. So I think that's why it really fit him.
Yeah. So it worked. But oh, that's crazy. It was just I didn't expect that level of like just the writing was just so good.
It was.
The arc. I also didn't expect Vigilante, like the whole brotherly thing would be. I got brotherly vibes with like Vigilante and Peacemaker too. Like Vigilante's like the younger brother, right?
Yeah.
And everything.
I got like the little brother, like little big brother vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like best friends in it together.
I'm your best friend. No, you're not. Eagle is my best friend.
Eagle is my best friend.
So
yeah, Vigilante, he had, I think every time he opened his mouth, it was an effed up like phrase or situation that he was in. But he brought up some really good points.
Vigilante was right.
Vigilante was right.
Man,
and he's not as dumb as he makes himself out to be either.
No. Not at all.
Like his actions were definitely separated from the words that were spilling out of his mouth.
Like they're the funniest moment. It was like moments when he would just be like, he's about to, because he's like, he's not wrong. He's like, all right, technically, logically, this person, like, remember how like at the end they're like trying to commandeer like the vehicle, but they're at like a bet shop.
Yeah.
Eagly, and they're like, all right, they've seen our faces. We gotta kill them all. Wait, what? I'm like,
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. But also like the severity of it is probably not as high to justify, but he's not wrong.
Yeah. And then they were arguing about like what type of tape to use. And then I think someone said duct tape, and then he goes, oh no, but that'll peel off the skin or something. He walks away.
Oh god. Like he just has like this like like the way he just spoke every time was hilarious. He's like, oh Jesus, no. But it's like such a psychopathic like things he would say is still like on a psychopathic level, but it's like also not wrong.
He's not wrong. I mean, he still has his pinky toe, so.
Dude, that is like the most important part of the body. Like, if you lose that, you lose balance. You can't. I was like, what?
I know. It was like, what?
It was a lot of like what moments, and then you just go with it. You're like, all right, this is hilarious.
He made me think about it. If I lost a pinky toe, like, how would I walk?
No, I actually thought about it. And, like after I finished the episode, I looked down. I was like, my fiance is about to be a doctor. I think this is an important question, right?
If you lose your pinky toe, how does your balance work?
I don't think I got an answer. Well, I also didn't want to like spoil anything. Because at the time I was like watching Peacemaker, right? And I just been, so about that pinky toe.
Oh my goodness. Did you have a favorite episode? Was there just one episode that stood out to you?
Yes. The last one.
Wow. I wonder why.
Okay. This is like big spoilers because I did not. You guys kept saying get to the last episode. I'm like, okay. Like I'm just like, this is a DC show, and you know, but the thing is, DC shows are not very connected that well. Saying, like, they have
what do you
issues.
mean?
As a DC fanboy, they have their issues, but
they sure do.
The last episode did not have issues bringing up freaking like, okay, like this is like a catastrophic. Okay, and also they make good points too, in that they're like, this is a level that we're like, the Justice League should handle this. Where are they?
Where are they?
Oh, they popped up at the end, and he's like, way to be late, motherfucker.
I mean, who showed up, Harrison? Who showed up in the last
episode? Specifically, and I think this is hilarious, Jason Momoa and Ezra Miller as the Flash.
Oh, yes, as the Flash and Aquaman.
But then they had Wonder Woman and Superman. But it's just
in the background.
but in the background, like you can see their faces, and I'm like, all
Yeah.
right. They probably don't want to confuse anyone with Superman, and they probably couldn't just get Wonder Woman for like reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, sidebar. Is she still? I know there's like the whole drama with the Justice League. Is she still gonna reprise the role as Wonder Woman?
I think so.
Okay.
I want to say yes.
Then maybe it was just like scheduling.
Maybe scheduling.
But and they do a good, and like we said, the writing's so good in that they make all these little jokes along the way, but they still tie it up at the end.
Yep.
Like, a lot of character arcs. Like for instance, like specifically, I'm talking about like Jason Momoa and Aquaman, and what was it? Peacemaker's like, oh yeah, no, he fucks fish, or what was it? Or like
he fucks fish in the ocean.
In the ocean, and it's just like that's really messed up. I've seen it once. I've heard about it.
Yeah.
He's talking. It was like he would like just talk like that. It's like, oh, you're talking, and it's like the whole dynamic with and it's fun to see the dynamic of the team because they're like, that's bullshit. Like it's just it would be like
they
us
didn't
talking at like dinner. It'd be like, I heard this thing. Nah, it's BS.
And then he makes that joke throughout
the
show, and then at the end, it's funny because Jason's like, I hate this river.
I hate because someone said that. He's like, someone said it to him. He's like, I hate hearing that rumor. And then the biggest punchline, the Flash. It's not a rumor. And then Aquaman's like, fuck you. And I was like, that's beautiful. This is what I want. Do I? Not real. I didn't need this, but I didn't realize. But now I want more of it.
I know, right? I didn't realize it was they were even going to pop up.
Because DC's so bad about doing, or they're pretty bad about cameos already.
Cameos, yeah.
So seeing like that level of cameo, I wouldn't believe it either, honestly.
Yeah.
I could believe them doing it into a movie, but I didn't think that they would do it their shows.
In the show.
What other shows have they done for DC?
I don't know.
See, this is a DC issue. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it is.
They're holding out.
They are.
We'll talk about that in our monthly news wrap up because I got tea on that one.
But before we continue this talk, we're going to take a quick break to talk about our sponsors. On today's episode, we are sponsored by Anchor. It is a free podcast hosting service that we actually use. We've been using Anchor since we've started the podcast. It's because there are creation tools that allow us to record and edit the podcast right from our phones and computers. A huge plus for us is that Anchor would distribute our podcast to all platforms such as Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, and many more. It really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one spot. Please download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm, anchor.fm to get started.
That would be a sound.
Wow.
Catastrophe.
And we're back. Oh my goodness, that was quick. Okay.
I took a long break. I don't know about you.
That was a long break. Also, the Justice League cameo. So they had the stunt doubles from Wonder Woman and Superman be in it. Mm-hmm. But they cut that part out. James Gunn and the two stunt people, like, they didn't know why. And then someone asked about Batman, why he isn't in it.
Yeah.
And people were speculating that they didn't want, like, the Batman and to be confused with, like, Batflick. So,
again, here we have issues.
Here we are.
She has issues.
And it was really funny in a Reddit thread. Someone said, "Oh, it's because Batman's human and he couldn't get here quick enough with the Batmobile."
He has the bat. He has the bat wing plane. I forget what it's called at this point. The Batwing's a character now too. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. But that was a nice cameo.
That was the most unexpected cameo. Yeah. Also, can we talk about how on the nose this series has been about the villains?
Yeah.
How the first one was like Project Starfish, or what was it? Was it Starfish? And
Starfish.
Was like Project Butterfly.
Butterfly.
By the time they showed the butterflies, I was like, wait, they actually meant the butterflies. Wait, they have to actually take care of the cow, and it's legit. Not
Like,
an actual cow,
it's
but
not an actual cow, but it's a big alien.
It's got udders for sure. Hey, they were. That's a cow.
I'm clipping that. Oh my god. Or when they fought the gorilla.
Okay, did you for a split second think it was Gorilla Grodd?
Yes.
They never said it was, right?
No, they never said anything.
Okay.
It was just a gorilla.
But because it was just a butterfly took control of the gorilla? Is that
Yeah,
what it was?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was so it was so good. It was just so good. And
was so good.
okay, Judo Master was not controlled by the butterfly, right?
No, I think he was just a follower.
He just sympathized with them? Okay.
Yeah, he sympathized with them. He was just a good, like, loyalty. Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about Mern?
I was super sus about Mern, and then you felt bad for Mern.
You do.
I was like, oh, that's because he's a butterfly. They had like a twist and twist. Like it was a good bait and switch. Like, it was
it was.
You see the tongue, and you're like, because we just got introduced to the idea that these bad guys have tongues. He has a tongue.
He has a tongue.
He's bad. Oh, there is civil discourse in this. I was like, wait, what's happening?
They were just trying to fight for their lives.
Yeah, I guess James Gunn did a really good job in that, like, this is why I think it was really good. It's like, there was a lot, like, us talking about it more, you're right. There was, like, a serious tone along the way. Like, here's the serious plot. But they do a really good job in just, like, dumping a bunch of dumb shit on top. But it masks, like, all, like, these, like,
the
serious
actual
tones.
Serious tones.
Because it's like, look, like, these butterflies, yeah, they want to just...
they just want to live. Continue to live
out their lives, yeah. But then the way they do things, and this is where it's kind of really freaky. Where when they take over someone, like when they took over that one cop lady,
yeah,
and they just like burrowed into her, I was like, oh, that's
I know.
Gross. And then like the other serious tone of like Peacemaker's dad being a racist piece of shit.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Oh,
when he killed him, when Peacemaker
when
killed
he finally
him.
just like shot, like it was. Just I wish I'm gonna put a photo of like what I sent to you guys right after.
Oh yeah.
When Vigilante's like there.
He's like,
it's the broom
God,
meme without being the broom meme.
Oh my gosh! I hope you just put it here.
But I will do that. So.
Oh, and did you know James Gunn's wife is in here?
Wait, really?
Yeah. Hallcourt. The blonde lady.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I forgot. Yeah.
She's his wife.
I don't know why I didn't. Yes, I knew that. I forgot. I just forgot while I was watching. I was like, oh, yeah, that's... I just never put two and two. I was like, oh, yeah, that's James Gunn's wife. But
yeah.
I also will say it's cool to see like the team from the Suicide Squad reprise their roles for this one.
Yes, it is.
Besides, like I think Mern and like the Adebayo were like new people.
Yeah.
Right, but everyone else or like the other two were essentially.
The other two were from the movie.
Yeah.
They were like the behind the scenes, like tech.
Yeah.
Tech people.
Yeah.
And then they were just being punished because they helped Suicide Squad.
What do you think will happen now? Okay, let's go with the big one. I thought was big was like, okay, Adebayo just outed Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
Do you think that matters? Because
I mean, I think so. That's a big security breach.
But does it matter with the Flash movie coming out?
Well, you see, I don't know. You brought up a good point. Because the Flash is going to...
It's supposed...
Like,
again, we don't know what's happening with this point.
Yeah.
Because we were like, is this like...
Like
they're
DC,
they're pulling the biggest comic book move, and
yeah,
that
they are.
they're just using Flashpoint to reset things.
To
And I think that's
reset it.
smart. Overall, that is probably the smartest move with DC because it is comic accurate to make things uncomic accurate.
Yeah. So does that okay? I don't know. I don't know how season 2 is going to go then,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
if Amanda Waller's going, like, if that consequence will continue.
see, this is why it's like I'm so excited because they're supposed to have season 2, but now I don't know what is getting affected because, well, and we'll talk about it in
Ooh.
our monthly thing, but Flash is getting delayed anyway, so it's just like
Yeah,
maybe
What's-
season 2 will happen before. I don't know
right before
because
it.
they haven't
Ooh,
put
I don't
a
know.
date.
No, they have not. They just announced it, season 2.
Yeah.
And James Gunn is writing and directing all those episodes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, it will be interesting.
Yes, it will be. But Harrison, do you have any other thoughts, concerns, any other items you liked about Peacemaker? Overall, I think it was a good and unexpected show that I enjoyed.
It is also one of those things. I had such low expectations, so this could be like a bias thing where I was like, oh, because my expectations are so low, this show's so much better than I thought.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is just here. Actually, let me check real quick. I'm curious.
Well, how did you feel about John Cena? His performance was really good.
It was really good. Oh yeah, it's got a 94 on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
94. That's
88 with like audience. Not saying that this is like set in stone, but kind of.
nice. Yeah.
It's along the lines. But he did a really good job. He did more than just being, was just like a big douche. Like a big douche from the movie. It's like, oh, we actually got to delve into like the character himself, and he's like, he would break down and cry, and like you could tell how messed up his life was. It was good. It was a good performance. I think they all did a very good performance.
Yeah.
On a lot of things.
I think John Cena, I mean, he is the Peacemaker. If you watch interviews with him, he is Peacemaker.
Yeah, so good.
He wears the Peacemaker costume at almost every interview this past year.
Yep. He went in and he just went all in, and I was like, that's
all
good.
In.
I love it. I want more of it.
I mean, we'll get more of it next year, hopefully. Yeah. But do you have anything else?
No. Just watch this.
Watch this. Just watch it. It's 8 episodes.
8 episodes.
About 40 minutes each.
40, 50 minutes each?
Yeah, 40, 50 minutes each. No, so not bad. Not bad to binge.
Not bad, bitch.
But if you don't have anything else, I don't have anything else. We're just telling you to watch it. We recommend the show. It is NgoVo Convo recommended. Stamped of approval. Oh, shoot.
Oh,
That's the first.
Work. How could you do this?
I know. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and Twitch at NgoVo Convo, NgoVo Convo. If you don't know how to spell our 2 last names, short and sweet. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button and the notification bell to get updates for when we upload, which is every Monday and once a month on a Friday. I said that right this time. And subscribe. It's a big red button. You can't miss it. Just, click on it. Say subscribe. Easy. Let us know how we're doing. What do you want to see next? What do you want us to watch next? Play, listen, read, news dump.
Hold on. Reading's a bit too much.
Okay. Scratching out the reading. Anything for our news dump or new episodes? If you want. I don't know. I know what y'all are vibing for with us. We're just here.
I just like gushing about these shows.
Yes.
Into the void.
Into the void. And we'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.